was last month's winner of iluvlive. I'm here to ask you a few questions. My first question to you is, how did you get into music?
Now, I was about 11. I was into my acting first.
Okay.
Right, I was always like a drama queen. My mum used to always be so hyperactive and all of them things. My brother started MCing, and then I properly started writing and performing at around 10, 11 when I was in secondary
So you're pretty young.
Yeah, like I got into it pretty early on.
Yeah. Right. So those that don't know, Electric, you did a brilliant poetry. So do you write poems as well as music or?
Yeah, I'm like, I think poetry came a couple of years ago. I mean, you know, rapology and all that is poetry anyway, but in terms of like the spoken word aspect of it, it came about a couple of years ago. And I just started going, when I was in London, I started going to like performance poetry nights and spoken word nights, and yeah, like really got into it. I've got like a book which I do want to get published, but like that's just like something that I just need to get done. But the material's there, so yeah.
So how would you describe your music?
How would I describe it? Refreshing, honest, and melodic. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so who inspires you musically?
Musically, I've got to say Lauren Hill, obviously, all the way. And like 90s hip hop and even like UK rappers like Stan and Dynamite. So like right now though, I am trying to listen to a lot of unsigned. Well, I am listening to a lot of unsigned artists like who are up and coming, whether it's rappers, like singers and stuff like that. Just there's a lot of talent around and we don't really realise that there is.
Yeah.
But it's just like people just need to keep pushing and get heard.
Yeah. So what inspired you to write the song Miniature Me?
Miniature Me.
Yeah.
Miniature Me is like it's personal. It's like a personal song. Like I've always been like this kind of person. A lot of people, even my family and friends, will say that you're a very confident person. Like you're very confident, and obviously in myself, like I know I'll get nervous when I do a show. I'm actually shy, and sometimes I become really awkward. I just pull it off very well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like Miniature Me is like a battle between like doing something for me and doing something for them, and them I mean like, you know, people who want me to do something. Hence why the mixtape is like so overdue. Like I wanted to kind of establish myself as an artist and as a person before I even started putting out music, and would they like it? And Miniature Me is just like, you know, am I going to listen to this person in my head who's chatting their negative things? And, you know what I mean? Or am I going to just go with how my heart feels? And that's just kind of like the constant comparison to not listening to the girl on your right and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can all relate to that Miniature song. Definitely. So what's next for Electric?
Just more performing. Just going to see if I can perform as much as I can around the UK and check out yeah, and like I've got a live EP project that I'm doing, and called Let the Music Do the Talking.
Okay.
So like there's a few projects in line, you know, and, you know, later on, who knows? You know, just kind of taking it as it goes.
More so to the point, where did you get your name from, Electric? How did that come about?
It was me and a close friend of mine. Shout out to Lola East. Me and a close friend of mine. We sat down and like because I started MCing, you know, like I didn't want to be little miss or lady this or something, like because it's like obviously it's not. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but it's a lot. I just didn't want that. Yeah. So we kind of brainstormed everything to do with like my personality and me as a person and what I liked and what I disliked. And to be honest, I don't know how we actually came up with Electric. It just came. And like obviously I changed the spelling and stuff, and I just wanted something to be like one word people are going to remember when I come on stage, and you know, and also some people are shocked when they hear me. So Electric, like it was a bit of a silly comparison, but
more of a metaphor.
Like, exactly. So like when I tell people that I'm a rapper or that I do poetry or that I sing, they're like, okay, cool. And usually a lot of artists. A lot of people say, okay, cool. If they're not artists, they're like, alright, okay. Yeah. And then when they heard me, like they were like, okay, cool. So then some people are like shocked at like what I've kind of come up with and stuff. So that's kind of where it derived from.
So how can people find you?
I'm mostly on Twitter, Facebook, music's on SoundCloud. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's electric at E1EKTRIC. Facebook is Electric Mind, ELEKTRIC, and space MIND. And then SoundCloud, where all my music will be. soundcloud.com/electric in my eyes.
Okay.
That's it.
Brilliant. But this is Chanel and Electric signing out. Hi, I'm Chanel from First Magazine and I'm here with the Dante from iluvlive. I'm here to ask a few questions. My first question to you is, where about in Birmingham did you grow up?
All over. Started as a young kid, Sandwell, moved over to Birmingham, and it was a different experience because Sandwell was very diverse. Birmingham had Asians and black, and it was getting used to just fitting in somewhere. But I've lived in Birmingham all my life.
Okay.
Local, Handsworth, Newtown, Hockley. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to be anywhere else because that's where everybody's at. That's where you're getting the experiences and what I'm writing, it's where it's coming from. So.
Okay. So we just heard you perform on stage. It was very beautiful.
I'm still sweating.
Are you? So it was very good. Very, very good. So like, what age did you start performing or writing songs?
I started writing poetry at 8, just listening to basic Radio 1 and all that stuff. And just listening to people's songs and trying to find a melody and write over it. Professionally, well, the first time I actually went into a professional studio was 14. Did a few dub plates and backing for some of the reggae artists that came over. And then from there we progressed. I wanted to do soul music. That's what I used to love, hip hop and soul. So I kind of drew myself away from that, and then I started. I joined up with an indie label called Deadbeat Records, where I met Nogster and a few people, and we just kind of, kept little links, did a few shows together, was able to support a few acts, met Shazza Brooks back in the day as well. So this time round, it's like the second time round again, and it's a beautiful experience because I think people now, they're hungry for it more, and you know what's expected of you. And I think for me personally, this time round, I'm not trying to please anybody, I'm just doing what naturally feels right for me. So it's a good place to be.
So who inspires you musically?
Jeez, my music catalogue is so nuts. Obviously Erica Badu, Atlantic Star, also did, Otis Redding, Teddy Pendergrass, you name it. I love, in terms of musicality, I love that stuff. R&B, Mary J, D.I.B., Jill Scott, anybody that's got something positive to say.
Okay. So how can people follow you?
Twitter, @Adante9. I'm really terrible and I am starting to promote now. I never believed in it before. But Twitter is @Adante9, Facebook is Adante, do that. And I'm just tweaking up and, creating up my website, which is www.adanteuk.com. So listen out. Thank you so much.
So Martin Luther King. Yo, welcome to life living in broken Britain. I'm mixed race but still seen as a nigger in their vision. Society expecting the youth to listen. Do you question if Martin Luther had failed his mission? See, I ain't trying to preach, no. I ain't trying to preach, no. Musical optician, I'ma help you try and see. To help you search for what you have been looking for. Funny black people are seen as British when we're winning sports. But we're just black boys when we're stabbing people. When will man be equal? Evade the land of evil. You see the full consequence if you don't listen early. Cause you can't see a full picture if your vision's dirty. They don't care for us, so we'll give up us neither. See us in a nice car and we're a drug dealer. Is this a life that we're just living now? Don't say this sitting down. I'm British and I'm proud,
You heard it first on First Magazine. This is Flyboy and Chanel signing out.
Yeah, Flyboy, you catch me at www.mrflyboy.co.uk. Twitter @MrFlyboy. Download my mixtape, Black Balloons Volume 1, it's free. YWB coming out soon on iTunes. We got First Magazine.
I'm Chanel from First Magazine and I'm here with Incisive. And he performed at iluvlive Birmingham.
Just now.
Okay, so my first question to you is, how long have you been rapping?
It's been that long, yeah. I've been rapping for about 10, 11, 12, 13 years or so. Yeah, long time. But not seriously, do you know what I mean? Seriously, probably about 10 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do other than rapping?
A 9 to 5, like a normal bloke. Yeah, a 9 to 5. I work in IT to pay the bills.
Okay.
Stuff like that, yeah.
So is rapping something that you want to take on as a career? And
My main goal isn't to be famous, isn't to take over the world. It's just to be able to quit my job and to pay the bills and to live comfortably for music. Do you know what I mean? And that doesn't necessarily mean being famous. Do you know what I mean? But that's my aim.
Okay, so who's inspired you as a rapper?
When I first started rapping, obviously it was a while ago, and so I came up like on the 90s rappers like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Wu-Tang, Raekwon, Method Man, all of that. Those very American dominated. Because when I started rapping, there wasn't really UK rap like that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It was one or two, but it was like jungle and then garage and grime, and only now it's rap. So it was American inspired initially. That's why I started off with an American accent when I was rapping.
Yeah.
But then you go into your own, develop into your own art.
Yeah. So what other music genres do you listen to other than rap?
Day to day, I listen to R&B. I'm an R&B dude. Like I listen to like the evolution of Robin Thicke and do you know what I mean? Those kind of like old school H-Town, and I love harmonies and music and melody. Do you know what I mean? And so you find that more in R&B, and so that's what I listen to day to day, or just 90s hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you get your inspiration from to write your raps and things like that?
I think my music's just based on just regular life. Do you know what I mean? And that's not stuff that people put in their music. People put glamorized life in their music, or like the hardest possible life someone could live in their music. But my inspiration is just normal life, regular life. You know?
Okay. Okay. So what have you got to look forward to for?
I'm working on an album. I'm not sure when I'm gonna put it out, but for now I'll put out more records. I'll put out more singles. I'll put out more videos. If you know my stuff, you know I've got quite a few videos this year, and so I'll hopefully put out a bit more and just keep it consistent. Try to keep it.
Okay, so how can they follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter, Incisive1, INCISIVE1, just the number 1. Facebook, I'm Incisive, just Incisive. And then I've got a blog that I keep like a lot of videos and stuff on. That's Incisive. Just search for Incisive blog. And then on YouTube, just type Incisive and you'll get more videos and all of that stuff.
Okay, so how did you find the performance? Is that
I enjoyed it, man. Look at me, I'm hot. I'm sweating. Look at my face. Yeah, the crowd were interacting. You know, I try and have fun on stage. Not take it too like seriously. You know, you gotta have fun. So it's all about enjoying yourself, and I enjoy myself. So yeah.
okay?
Alright.
Well, you heard it first from Incisive on First Magazine. This is us signing out. I'm Chanel from First Magazine, and I'm here with Shazar, who performed at iluvlive Birmingham. So my first question to you is, how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was born, should I say. My mum always used to say I used to just be in my cot, like going gabba gabba, making loads of different funny noises. But professionally it was from 16 years of age.
Okay.
And that was the time when I really started to take it seriously. But yeah, I've been singing since I was like, 4 or 5. I was brought up around it. My mum and my dad are musicians. And all my brothers and sisters, we are all musically talented as well. So we used to go out as a family and go and perform and do events and all the rest of it, write and record songs. So it's in the genes, bro. It's in the genes.
And as I heard you say before, you can't sing, you can sing.
Yeah,
and this girl can sing. Trust me, you can. It's excellent tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
who inspires you musically?
Musically, my family, certain different artists like some old school, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson. Shout out to you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. R.I.P. too. Who else can I say? Pink, Khalees, R. Kelly. Oh, I need to say some like UK ones. Retro too. He's definitely one that's just smacking it bashy. Charlotte Amma. The list goes on. It's a mix of different people. Like Robbie Williams, I love. He's just so cool on stage. Absolutely cool on stage. But yeah, there's just so many different people that kind of like really inspire me musically. But on a whole, it's the world. It's what it has in it and what it's got to offer. And I like to just watch and learn, observe, and then kind of interpret in my own way. And within all the influences that I have in it. So yeah, man.
So what inspires you to write this music that you write?
As I said, it's just like my surroundings and just kind of like experience that I personally have experienced, my people around me have experienced, and I just interpret it through song as best as I can. I don't ever really like big up my songwriting because I feel like there's a lot more to learn. But when it's time to do, you get the job done. Do you feel what I'm saying? And I try to do it as the best I possibly can. Do you feel what I'm saying? But the music is just coming from a place. I listen to it. It sends me somewhere. It makes me feel I want to write about so and so. So I write about so and so, and then let it be done. Let it have its way. feed to the people. If the people are feeling it, then great. If they're not, then it's on to the next one.
Okay. So tell the people what they've got to expect. And
you've got to expect an EP that's coming out in the autumn-winter time of this year, called Shazaz's the Name. So hashtag that. It's quite electronic, it's quite soulful, it's quite deep and dark, but still chilled and like it takes you on a journey. So let's hashtag also electronic soul diva. So you get a bit of, you know, the ESD with the Shazaz's the Name, STN. Yeah. Anyways, and I got my single released on iTunes forever, so go check that out if you like it. Buy that, it's supporting me, it's helping me to move forward independently. And there's just loads more shows, live performances that's coming up. I'm touring with Retry 2, touring with Naughty Boy. I'm doing loads more of my own stuff. I'm going to be on the I Have a Dream tour with Punch Records. So yeah, I'm about the place. I'm just trying to keep it going and make it happen. So,
okay. And where can we follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Shazar Only. My music page on Facebook is Shazar Official. Say that again, management. SHEZ, A-R is the way you spell my name. So yeah, Shazar's the name. Google me, you'll find me, and then everything else will come and follow straight after that. But yeah, I'm about. If you don't see me, you will either hear me singing ballads or you just see my teeth. BFT. So yeah, that's me.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you.
to First Magazine. This
Big
has
up
been
First
Shazar and Chanel signing out. Thank you.